What's up, my awesome YouTubers? Coasters are Beast09 back here to do my review of Halloween H2O. Just want to say after this video, I will be putting up my Resurrection review. And then I have a really special video that's going to be up. I got 5 new things that are actually on the way being shipped to my house right now. My own place, might I add. I got my own place. Pretty sweet setup. Still getting moved in and all that, but it's cool. Living on my own now. But I've got 5 new additions to my collection coming in within the next week or so, and they're all things you've probably seen before except one. Very rare, very hard to get your hands on, and I'm really excited to show you guys that and get in depth with that. But for right now, let's pick back up and do my H2O review. Storyline of Halloween H2O goes a little something like this. Marion Chambers, or Whittington, the nurse from Halloween and Halloween 2, starts off, her house gets broken into by Michael. He finds Michael finds the files of Lori, finds out where she is now. Havoc ensues there. Not going to give too much away if you haven't seen it. I'm sure you have, though, because it's almost a 20-year-old film. But he goes and does his thing and then leaves. Lori, now Carrie Tate, the awesome Jamie Lee Curtis, is back. She is the headmistress of a private school in California, and she has a son, and her son has just turned 17. It's Halloween. He wants to go on a trip at the school. She refuses to let him go because it's Halloween, and she doesn't want to let him out of her sight and all of that because of her traumatic past. And he convinces her otherwise, or so we think. You gotta watch the movie. But she's really messed up in the head about everything that happened with Michael 20 years ago. He comes back to the school, finds her, and it makes way for an awesome showdown between the two of them at the end of the movie with a supposedly cliffhanger ending, but not. Let's see here. This is the Dimension Collector Series DVD, the pretty standard, I think, like the initial DVD release of the movie. You guys have seen it if you've seen my review videos, or my collection videos. And then this is the Echo Bridge DVD. I have another edition of H2O coming in the mail. That's one of the things that's coming within the week, and I'll show you guys that when it comes. But yeah, basically that's the storyline of the movie, and my thoughts, my review. It's a good movie all around, I think. Personally, I want to start with the pros first. I think that the storyline, the idea, was very cool. I think that the writing was executed fairly well. I think that I think that coming back 20 years later and having Lori pretending to be someone she's not, living half the country away, and just kind of trying to forget all about that life is really cool. But I also love how we see how it affects her, how she's she's traumatized, and how those events from 20 years ago affected her. I think that is awesome. I also think that a lot of the acting in this movie is done really well. I think that obviously Jamie Lee, first and foremost, is fantastic. I think that Josh Hartnett plays her son very well. I think he's a very good actor. I think LL Cool J even does a great job in the movie. And I think Chris Durand was a decent Michael Myers. I don't really have any complaints. He was pretty menacing at times. I think he gave some life to the mask, which was cool. I think that the showdown with Lori and Michael at the end is awesome. I think that was done really well. And I think that when you think it's over and it's not, it adds on to that, and that's even better. And I think that the kind of overcoming her fears and coming into her own and finally standing up for herself after 20 years and everything that's happened, you know, with the first two movies. I think that the climax of this movie is just, it's really, really cool. And I think it was a long time coming. Some of the cons, though, for me, I don't feel it really nails the atmosphere of fall or the holiday for that matter. I think that that's understandable, though, since it takes place in California as opposed to Illinois. So I get it. It doesn't look as much like it, but I mean, there's still like not a lot of decorations, not really much going on to run it kind of scream October to you. I didn't like some of the acting. I did not like his girlfriend, Josh Hartnett's girlfriend in the movie. She's played by Michelle Williams. Yeah, like 90210, I think she was on. Yeah, I didn't like her acting. I didn't really care for the character of Jamie Lee's boyfriend, played by Adam Arkin. I didn't really care for him. Will, I think his name is. And I thought that her son's friends were kind of dispensable, stupid characters as well. But that's really my only complaint. Oh, and the score. I hated what they did with the score. And I know that the John Ottman, the composer for the movie, stated that he wanted it to be a very orchestral kind of reunion anniversary film feel to the score. And Dimension and Miramax went in, they were like, you know what, we're going to make it try to sound exactly like Scream. And that's another thing with the movie. I feel like the score is a big part of it, but I feel like the movie tried to be like Scream way too much. It tried to cash in on the 90s kind of horror hoopla of the time, and because that's what was working. And I mean, it worked with this. The movie got above average reviews and it made really good money, but I didn't think that they needed to resort to that personally. I didn't think it was that suspenseful. I mean, but come on, what 90s horror movies really were. I mean, there are a few exceptions. I know, don't bash me, but you know, not a lot of them are. So I feel like it was just geared towards a teen slasher flick, but with Jamie Lee in it, and you know, the story from 20 years ago being built upon, and just kind of anniversary feel of it all, I thought that kind of outweighed it, and I thought that that's what made the movie, in my opinion. But yeah, I just, to me, it's not one of my favorites, but let me just say that after telling you the pros and the cons in my opinion of the movie, I think it's a very well done movie. I think it was well written. I think it was well produced, well directed, and for the most part, well acted. I thought there was some subpar acting. I thought that the score was subpar, and I thought that the suspense and overall feel of the film was subpar, and that includes the atmosphere. But it was well made and well put together, I will say. It is a well done movie. It does feel big budget and anniversary film like. But not one of my favorites because it's not nostalgic to me. And that was big for me. The older ones, you know, I mean, it just doesn't have that old horror movie feel to it like 1 through 6 do. 6 was the last one that really had some semblance of that, and then they kind of lost it. I mean, obviously with the changing times and whatnot, it's understandable, but you know, that's how I feel about it. So overall, I mean, it's a good movie, but it's just not one of my personal favorites in my opinion. If I was going to rate it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it like 3.5, borderline 3.5, 4, 3.75. Well done movie, but not one of my favorites. So yeah, that's how I feel about H20. I hope that the video wasn't too long. But like I said, here in a couple days, I will be putting up, I actually might, honestly, to tell you the truth, I might do it like tonight after work. I'll put up my Resurrection review, and then I will be doing a video for the 5 things when they all come in, my 5 new things that are coming in, one of which is super awesome. You're not going to want to miss this video, and I'll be doing a video for that. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys liked it.